Greetings from the Whole Elephant Institute and the Sacred Virtual Institute. Yeah, it is evening time in our community, and today I didn't get out until this moment. It's kind of late. Finally, walking in the community. Now, why it took me so many hours to stay inside of the office? Because today we had a big clean out. For several weeks, the kitchen started to manifest some strange situations. The cockroaches invaded into our kitchen space. And I actually, at the very beginning, felt that, okay, it's just one or two, no problem. And also felt that, to hit the roach is almost like part of this, no killing aspect. Although I know roaches are not good stuff, but still felt that it has nothing to do with me. But gradually it started to invade, infiltrate, and mess around, and it was outrageously disturbing. So, yeah, I finally recognized that, yes, roaches, the pattern of behaviors are like those people who like to follow communism. Yeah, they sneak around, they eat things that do not belong to them, and, dirty, filthy, and it is communism manifestation in every regard. So, I say no, and I decided that today is going to be definitely a signature in that kitchen. Say no. I told Mrs. Shim to clean out every item in the closet, wrap everything in plastic, sealed, and bucket them, and no more exposure of any food outside for roaches to crawl onto. Yeah, so it took several hours of good work, and it reminds me of the horrible situation on the other side of Northern Boulevard and the Chinese immigrants community, that their home were always infested with roaches, and that creature is very disgusting. In my view, that is definitely in the realm of elimination. So today was elimination day, and got rid of all the traces. Yeah, the drawers were all dumped out, washed, wrapped, and every dish was washed and put away. So it took me several hours of work to get rid of roaches. Meanwhile, I was watching NTD English channel, and they had a really, really nice investigative program regarding the unlimited warfare against America by CCP. What a perfect timing for my book project. Yeah, this investigation towards unlimited warfare. And I was cleaning, I was watching. Then I also took that opportunity to educate Mr. Shem and talked about, the manifestation of the CCP's unlimited warfare entering into America as early as 2002. Yeah, so the National Press Club address by Dr. Wang truly is a very, very important landmark. Yeah, so I told Mrs. Shen, yes, 24 years of journey needs to be thoroughly documented. Mrs. Shim, after hearing the journey of Dr. Wang after the National Press Club address, returned to Seattle, and the Jewish husband, Alan Genitosio, turned into a stranger and controlled by the devil as if, and started to launch a war against Falun Dafa and the Falun Dafa teacher, and alienate Dr. Wang and try to destroy the family in every regard, although he thought he was protecting the family. But yeah, that was the disruptive force. And right now, America and people like Alan Genitosio, the leftist, and they treated the current president, President Trump, with hate, and they try to make trouble, and they thought they are protecting the country, but they are destroying this country. It's the same story. So what President Trump has been facing was just exactly like what Dr. Tongwen Wang was facing at the time, when she was ahead of everybody, and when she saw the truth, and when she really, really wanted to safeguard the future of America, and she tried to do the right thing for the family and for the nation. But she was basically facing humongous obstacles. Yeah, because it is not about a human issue. It is really, we're talking about the devil. Yeah, it is not a human issue. It is a confrontation of divine and the devil. And Dr. Wang no way could conquer the devil if she is not protected by divine and she turns into divine. That is the process. From a human world, righteous scientist, Dr. Wang was given this opportunity to rise beyond humanness and to be divine, as a matter of fact, in order to fulfill her promise to write the book. Human beings cannot write that book. Yeah, because the truth is so powerful. The paper cup cannot hold fire. The cure is not delivered by a human being. The cure is delivered by the divine. So she basically need to go through the process of what a true cultivator need to go through. Yeah, it was certainly the law of the old universe that when you become a great cultivator, you need to go through the test of fire, the blood. And that's basically the old universe's law. Look at what happened to Jesus Christ, and what happened to Lao Tzu, what happened to Kongzi, Confucius, what happened to Buddha Sakyamuni. Their journey in the human world was filled with the tests, so-called trials. In the end of the time today, the world is vicious because it's the end of the time. And all lives and all things are corrupt, and they are heading towards destruction. So if you want to deliver a cure of that scale, that magnitude, the power needs to be immense. And how you're going to be able to have that power? You have to cultivate. How are you going to be able to cultivate? Your impurity need to be cast away. and how to cast away those impurity. Yeah, challenges, right? So from 2002 October 21st to May 13th, 2002 October 21st to May 13th, 2003, Dr. Wang had to go through this incredibly difficult period of time of her life. Yeah, to cast away all her humanness, her attachment to father, mother, brother, neighbors, best friend, classmates, colleagues, even fellow Falun Dafa practitioners, and her human heart towards the world. Yeah, she could not rely on anything, anybody. Ultimately, she needs to be completely true to her own soul. She needs to basically return to her original true self. But even her original true self was not good enough anymore if without the creator's remaking. So that remaking process was the cultivation of Dafa. Yeah, so on Dafa, reciting on Dafa was her very, very important cultivation practice. Reciting basically is a process of assimilating to the law of the universe was required upon her. And so that process started actually earlier in around May 2002, 1 year ahead of her ultimate test, standing in front of Masley's fashion picture, and she was burning incense, and she was 3 times pulled down onto the floor by this invisible power and was instructed to 背论语, recite on Dafa 3 times. And that 3 times assured that her entire system was assimilated to the law of the universe. And that little bud was formed that evening in front of Masley's fashion picture. And that little bud was ultimately the one that helped her to conquer death. Yeah, that was the essence. Yeah. So after that experience, in every regard, May 13th, when Dr. Wang rolled down from the bed and stood up and found herself a new remade self. And from that moment on, her journey no longer is a journey of a regular scientist. She was no longer a regular human world brilliant cancer researcher. A transformation occurred, and she became a true cultivator in the school of Dafa. Yeah, that is how amazing that is. In the school of Dafa, be a great cultivator. Yeah. So that was the transition that she must go through.